What is going on, guys? It's Tony from Normal Paintball, and today I'm going to do a quick overview and a short comparison with the new Zero G 2.0 harness by HK Army. Sick! Alright, as you guys can see right here, this is the new packaging for the Zero G 2.0. At the end of this video, I'm just going to do a short comparison between the 2.0 and the original Zero G strapless harness. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Don't forget lomopaintball.com to purchase all of your paintball needs, plus many, many more, and the jerkyden.com for some of the best lean protein in the game. So Zero G 2.0 strapless harness by HK Army. Did a pretty good job, I must say. I like it. Let's dive into the specs. So first off, they did have a complete redesign of your outer straps, and we'll go into the inners, which is the most important here soon. So redesign of the outer straps. On the old version, they didn't have, what would you like to call that material, Mark? What do you think? Like it's grippy, so you're not slipping. It's just not standard like the neoprene. It's got a texture to it, so you can actually get a hold of it if your hands are full of paint, mud, water, etc. So you can actually get that pod out of there without slipping.
And it looks cool because the original ones are just solid black.
That's what I'm saying. They added texture to just their standard like neoprene straps or whatever they're made out of. Secondly, I noticed your actual pod compartments, main pod compartments, have been reinforced. Wait till the end of the video so I can show you the difference between the original one if you guys don't already know. So these have been reinforced. They're much more, I don't know, elastic per se. I don't know. What's a good correct term?
They're stretchier.
They're stretchy.
They should hold tighter. Plus you've got the adjustment on the inside to make them tighter, but they should hold better. For those of you that were worried that the original wasn't holding as well, even though we proved that wrong in a previous video.
For sure. And also they redesigned, also with new designs and a little bit thinner neoprene up top for the pods. If you're using bigger pods, you're going to get a little bit more stretch out of this up in the top area here. So most importantly, looks very similar to the other style, but let's crack it open on the inside. This is where they made some huge improvements compared to the original Zero G. First off, I can tell right now that the actual belt strip is skinnier and it's been redesigned. Like I said, you guys will see soon. So diving into what changes were made to make this the 2.0 harness. First off, you guys can see here, they definitely redesigned the padded area. You've got a lot more. It's more plush here. It is more texturized, and also, let me just kind of wedge it up against these other ones. It has 3 holding points. The old pack only had 1 holding point, which was down below with Velcro. Now it has 3. 1 over here, 1 in the middle, and then 1 on this side. So this is how you actually get to the back of the pack to realize, okay, if I'm carrying either bigger or smaller pods, I can use the Mark, if you want to get, if this thing would cooperate, can you see the tension control here?
Yes, sir.
Tension control system. So each individual pod insert, you guys can, like I said, if you're using like the Virtue or Dye lock lid pods that are bigger, you can kind of make those a little bit wider to fit those pods better. Or if you're using a smaller standard pod, you can tighten those up so the pod doesn't fall out during play. Once again, this is a strapless harness, so the tension control here is an awesome feature to have. I don't think any other pack on the market provides the tension control. And bigger pods, smaller pods, you can fit your pack to whatever pods you guys are going to be using.
And I would do that first. When you get this pack at home, put the pods you use in the harness and adjust the tension.
That's exactly
Don't trust
right.
that somebody at the store didn't screw with it, and that's why they fall out.
Very true. So yeah, a lot of guys' biggest complaint is, I don't use a strapless system because my pods may fall out. Well, obviously HK Army thought that through and provided that system on each individual pod insert. Secondly, biggest thing in my opinion, other than redesigning the back pillow pack with 3, so it keeps you tighter, and they've got pads on each side here now compared to the old one. It was just 1 center pad, and it didn't kind of angle out or spread out and provide back support all the way around. Let's talk about the woven strap here on the inside. So before, Mark, wasn't it the outer one that was stitched?
Yes, the outer strap on the previous 0G, which we'll show you later,
Correct.
was stitched, and the inner strap was the one that you pulled and kind of elasticized through the entire pack.
So now let me kind of walk you through that if you're like, what does that even mean? So before, obviously, your outer strap was the one that was kind of stitched to the outside, and that was like your last hope of getting your pack nice and tight. Now the inner strap is woven, so when you do your final pull, you got here, you're gonna pull it, and then your final last pull, this strap on the inside, well, coming through the inside, but it's the outside, it's your last pull, is gonna really secure that over on, you know, your stomach. So obviously sometimes your pod pack gets worn out, or pod packs like that, your last ones are stitched and you can't really get that good tight fit. They actually reversed it from the original pack, and now having the, so weird to say, the
outer strap.
Your most outer strap that's gonna finalize how tight your pack fits is woven, so your pack and your pods go around your body type, your waist, and you, that strap over and your last strap in locks in, and you guys are nice and tight, so you're not gonna lose any pods, and it's not gonna be bouncing up and down on you. So I really like how they kind of redesigned that, which is nice. All right, before I show you the other pack, they come in, so this one I think is the 4+3.
That's not how it goes. You didn't put the back padding in right.
I know,
Shame.
but yeah,
somebody's
whatever.
gonna put it in the comments. I'm just getting to it first.
Whatever. 4+3. They do make a 5+4, and they also make a 3+2. And you guys, these are in multiple colorways. You've got, I think, gray, black, red, and blue, and there might be one more I'm missing. Since these are new, I think they're gonna come out with other colors, but right now, that's what we have. Once again, check out the website, lonewolfpaintball.com. So, I'm gonna set these off to the side. Once again, 3+2, and then we have a 5+4.
But that's kind
over
of
here.
misleading because they have double straps in the far outside, so it's actually more like a 4 or 5+.
Well, yeah, you can carry, obviously, they
6,
say,
right?
correct. Well, 5+4, you got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 originals, and then you can carry 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you could also carry 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can carry a lot of pods on the bigger pack. But
just
I
the
get
naming
it.
thing gets me.
It is. It's
a
misleading.
5+4, but it's actually
you got 5 main
8.
compartments, and you got 4,
in between.
In between. So cool. Let's jump into 0G 2.0, and now the original 0G.
Which we still have some of the original, right?
Correct.
They're not-
And speaking of that, before I jump in, price point wise, $89.95 for the new 2.0s, $79.95 for the original 0Gs. So let me just kind of hold them up, Mark, so you can kind of see what the original over here looks like versus the 2.0.
Some cosmetic differences, but
So we're going to go right to, cosmetic, like I said, they changed this up to make it's more elastic, it's stretchy, it's more pliable, flexible, whatever you guys want to call it. There with the newer style and the older style, they've got a lot more. It's harder, it's bigger, it's bigger. So a pack kit, if you're ever going to get a bounce off of, the new 0G would recommend. This one, obviously, still a great pod harness, but if you're ever trying to get a bounce off a pack shot, I don't think this is going to be the pack you're going to get that with. But, anywho, and the loops. In the beginning of the video, like I said, I wanted to show you the loops. You can see now they're just not plain old, like you were saying, Mark.
yeah.
Not old plain Jane like this. They actually have a little texture, so you can get a hold of it if your hands are oily and full of watered mud, dirt, whatever. So on the back, this is the biggest thing here, for me anyways. This is the original that I'm opening up. You guys can take a look there. And then if I can fix this real quick, Mark, without you yelling at me again.
Well, if you would have did it right the first time, you wouldn't have to fix nothing, would you?
Hey, it just takes, it's simple as that. Bam, it's fixed. So 2.0 harness, original, 2.0. You guys can see it had one pillow pack padding in the back. It did not extend out like the new version does, with also extra secure straps there, and you can see the texture difference between the original here and then the new 2.0 over here. So let's go back to the actual pod and kind of finalizing your situation once you've got it on your back. So if you open that up, you guys can see, see, it just wants to be mean. You guys can see on the original one, I got so many Velcro things going on here, I can't even keep track, Mark. So on the original one, like we were saying, the outer one was stitched. So when you want to finally tuck it in and get out there on the field, this one's stitched to the pack, and this one is the one that you finally pull over at the end to get it to lock in. This one on the newer style, like we were saying, if you didn't, this thing's just it's all a mess, Mark. There's so many Velcro pieces. Your last finalized one is actually woven into the back here. So woven through, and then that one is what's going to actually do the tension control and keep you nice and tight. So they reversed it, like I said. They redid the pillow pack situation back there. And other than that, I mean, you see this one does have, on the original, a little stickiness on the inside to keep it contained. Apparently they didn't think that was super crucial on this, and they said, whatever, we'll redesign how the actual straps are woven to give you guys the best and most comfortable fit for it. So I think that's about it. We went over price point, we went over colors and size it. Well, 5+4, 4+3, 3+2. And
all the different sizes are the same price, or is there a slight variance?
I think they're all the same price, I want to say.
Check the website to be sure.
Yeah, exactly. LoneWolfPaintball.com. Just wanted to kind of give you guys a quick overview of what the difference is between the new 0G 2.0s and the original version was. And that's it for now. But Mark probably has a question.
Of course, we have a question.
This thing is all jacked.
It's all the Velcro.
I know.
What happens when they're brand new?
It's sad.
From the old How an Autococker Works video, Armin Drummer says, is there an advantage from an autococker over a spool valve marker?
Yeah, autocockers have always been known to have the flattest trajectory shot on the market. So a spool valve marker, they're going to shoot a lot quicker for you. They're probably going to be way more efficient. But an autococker, nothing shoots like a closed bolt design, in my opinion. So that's why people love them. Old school, they're heavier, but they have one of the flattest and straightest shots on the market.
There you go. If you got a question, leave it in the comments below. Maybe we'll pick you randomly. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.
See you. Now I got to fix my table.
Fix your table, fix your straps. Brapa.
Bra.